Welcome to Fashionably Broke.
I'm kidding, don't use that.
Just wear whatever the hell you
Like,
want.
literally just...
We're living on a McDonald's budget.
Just because you're broke doesn't mean you have to dress like it.
In an appearance.
Staying gay. I'm gonna get comfortable with this. It's not. I'm gonna be moving like all around. I move all the time.
I look like a... Maybe I should say crisscross applesauce. Yeah, you can scoot closer to me. I don't bite.
Just don't
I mean,
have
I have-
mics to pick up.
I have onion breath.
Sick.
It's kind of good. It's like a snack after.
It's like,
yeah.
Okay. Dolly girl, is this too far away? Are we good?
I think this is good. Did you hear my tummy?
Yeah, I did. Too. What episode?
112.
Okay.
I want to keep all of this in.
Good. Hey guys, and welcome back to Fashionably Broke Podcast, episode 112. Surprise, surprise. If you're listening to this, I need you to stop and go watch on YouTube because Maddie and I are in person together with Dallas as well in the court. Just looking around. But I can't believe we're actually recording in person. And this had been planned like for a good minute because like I knew you and Morgan were going to be in town, but like I almost forgot. And then I was like, oh, like what a treat. Like we're actually recording in person.
So I did forget. I forgot up until...
Of course. I had this on my calendar and I like rely heavily on my Apple calendar. Like I do. And then I was like, I wonder if they're still coming because like Maddie has not said like a single word. Not a single word.
Because I forgot. So I'm in town. We literally are only hanging out for 4 hours.
Yeah.
It's Sunday, and I was like, hey, I'm going to be in town, but I'm not even really going to be in town.
Mhm.
I was like way north of Fort Worth. I was an hour and a half, not a half. I think it was like an hour and like 15 minutes north of Fort Worth in a tiny little town for Morgan's like bike trial nationals or like, it's like, I don't even know like
I don't know what it is.
what it's called, but he's like competing. He rides like trial bike. So it's a very niche sport. I don't know if literally anyone knows what that is, but I was like, well, I'm going to be in town and I have to like fly home tonight. And we were staying so far away from the airport. And so I was like, well, I'm going to see, I have to see Kassidy. Like if if I am an hour away from her, like I have to see her. And then we were like, well, screw it. Let's just record in person.
Mm-hmm. So we were going to, look really cute.
So cute.
We were really going to jump into relationship talk,
Yeah.
Ready for marriage or engagement or, the dating life. But, this weekend was just like, it was a birthday weekend for me, for one of my friends. And like everyone knows, there's just like you're never ready to go come Sunday.
Yeah, no, the next day you're just out for the count. No matter like how, like even if you didn't drink heavy, I feel like everything just like, it's just sucked out of you.
Absolutely. And I was in and out of sleep until like 10 a.m. when you got here, probably 10:30. And I was just like,
You were so excited.
I was literally sleeping. No, literally. I was sleeping underneath my phone. So like it would wake me up. Like I got my text because I was so scared I was like going to fall asleep and not wake up.
Oh my God. Well, you would have been fine because I didn't get here until 10. I
Mhm.
almost didn't make it at all.
Yeah. Can we tell that story?
Yeah. Okay. So the last, I don't even know, 72 hours honestly have been like hectic. So I know right now everyone honestly across the country is going through like this crazy weather. I know in Texas they've had really bad storms. The temperature dropped and like there's been tornadoes. In Nashville, we have been getting crazy tornadoes for the past since like Wednesday night, all the way up until this week. I mean, hopefully they're done now, but I know it's just been crazy weather. And so Morgan and I drove from Nashville to Texas, basically to like north of Fort Worth. I honestly don't even know where we were. if we're being
See,
fully honest.
That's what I'm saying. I thought you were going to like Munster. Were y'all not around Munster?
Well, I think so. He kept saying Munster, but Munster never showed up on a map
Yeah.
for me.
And like I was even checking like your location, and I don't think you were near Munster.
No, I was basically in Oklahoma.
No, literally, Oklahoma.
No,
That's
I was
a better
like-
way to say
yeah,
it.
basically I was in Oklahoma, if we're being honest. And so we drove like 11 hours to go to this bike race thing. Hey girl. And she wants to be in the camera. And so we drove, and like the drive was fine. It honestly was super fine. We stopped in Texarkana for some lunch. And then after that,
So is that where Walk-Ons was?
Yeah.
Texarkana?
yeah, Texarkana. And after that, that's where like shit just went downhill. Basically, to like sum it up and to like make a long story a short story, we were storm chasers, okay? We were driving straight into a tornado, basically. And so like we were headed
Like a
to
tornado in every direction.
every freaking direction. And number one, it was honestly the scariest thing because like, okay, bad weather is bad weather, and like hurricanes are hurricanes, you can prepare, but a tornado, like you can't prepare for. Like
Yeah.
they can't really track it in real time, and like they really can't determine exactly where it's going to hit and exactly where it's going to go. Like once a tornado forms and it's like on the ground, it's going to wherever the hell it wants. And so we literally had to like pull over, and we pulled up like the news. I was like tracking a map, and then we had a radar up too. And so every time that they would call out like a place where like basically the tornado was going to hit, I would have to like find it on the map. And like honestly, it's a lot more stressful than it sounds, because it's like they're saying all of these names and you're like, shit, where is that? Like, where's that in relation to me? So basically, we realized that we were headed straight in like the path of like a really bad tornado. So we had to like turn around, and then we were pretty much driving parallel with the storm. And so we were trying to get to Mount Pleasant to like either pull over and like take shelter, or like see if we could literally just like cut across the storm and like get out on the other side. Because like the cell was basically just like one long strip, and it like kept just like heading towards us. So we're like, we think that there like this is a break in the storm. No, turns out we were so wrong. Turns out that there was like a cell below us that was so crazy that the weather people couldn't track it. Like they literally said that like the debris tracker was just lit up because like shit was flying everywhere. So they couldn't tell exactly where like the tornado was, because there was so much debris flying around that they were like, it's everywhere.
Take shelter because we don't know what to tell you right now.
So they were like calling out these cities, and I'm like, oh my God, that is like the little town below us. Like, holy shit, like what do we do? What do we do? What do we do? We kept like pulling under like overpasses because we're like, we don't know what to do. Like it was insane.
Were there a lot of other people driving around you or no?
I mean, there was a lot of truckers. And so my thing was like, okay, I'm going to trust a trucker because like their whole life is like
They've been through
driving.
this. Yeah.
Yeah. And like they drive all across the country, and
Right.
like they drive through like Tornado Alley all the time, like, you know, the Midwest. And so but then I was like really starting to get freaked out. Like, I'm not going to lie. Like, I'm really not going to lie. Morgan stepped out of the truck once, and I was like, I started tearing. I was like, oh my God, this is it. This is it. I was so scared.
That's
because,
the
like,
word. Yeah, that's the thing is like, I've always been, I mean, any natural disaster, like, yes, hate that, but like a tornado, that
That's scary.
shit's gonna wreck you. And like, there's nothing you can do about it. Like,
Yeah.
if you're in the path of it, like,
You're
the
in the
tornado could take a hard right, a hard left. Like, you just never know.
And I mean, it destroyed, like, you get a 3-minute warning.
Absolutely.
Pretty much. And like obviously we're driving through the tiniest town, so there's not like the tornado alarms, or what are they called? Sirens. Yeah, like there's no sirens. So we're just like really trying to like hope that these weather people are on it, because like we were literally driving through it. And at one point on like the weather, it was like, oh, they literally said that a watcher sent in a picture, and it was like a picture of this like crazy cloud that they called the shelf. And they were like, okay, if you're seeing the shelf, that means on the other side there are tornadoes, there's hail, like you are going to get the worst of it. I literally looked to my right, and I took a picture of it. Looked to my right, there's the freaking shelf. And I was like, okay, Morgan, we're in a very bad spot. Like, we have to go. So then we ended up like we're like, okay, let's try to go towards Mount Pleasant because it seems like there's like a little break in like the storm. So we're heading there. And then we hear that it's like headed towards Mount Pleasant at like 5:30. And by that time it was like, we were so close that we like looked it up about what time we would like get to Mount Pleasant, and we would get there at like 5. And so we're like, we just have to do it. Like, we just have to
take the chance.
Yeah, we just have to go through and like get on the other side of this, because if not, we're going to be stuck and then shit could go sideways.
That's what I'd say, because like you don't really have many options.
No.
It's get your ass to driving the quickest spot that you can go. Turn around and drive back to Tennessee. I don't know.
No, exactly. We're like, we can't go back to Arkansas because it's just gonna like head there too. So yeah, no, I literally was sweating. Like, my feet were sweating. Oh, by the end of it, I was like, I feel like I just ran a marathon.
I can only imagine.
It was insane. And so then we finally were like, we got through it. We got through all the bad weather, and then like we made it here. Okay, and then, to continue my story, I've just been in fight or flight since like Wednesday. Yeah. And so then I obviously was going to come to Kassidy's house today to like hang out and just catch up and then obviously record. So we're staying in a small town, but it wasn't like that small of a town. I don't know. I think Gainesville. I think that's what I told you it was.
Yeah.
Gainesville, which is super cute. If you're ever in the area, go visit. Like, their downtown's super cute. And so I was like, well, I'm just going to try to catch an Uber to like Fort Worth. And so, I mean, the Uber app was working and everything. So I was like, perfect. I'm going to schedule an Uber, just like no worries, carefree. So I scheduled an Uber and a driver picked it up and I was like, hell yeah.
We're good to go.
Yeah. I was like, I'm going to go to bed and I'm going to see Kassidy tomorrow. So next morning rolls around and I'm like waiting. I'm like, man, it's getting closer to time. Like, the Uber driver like hasn't said anything. Like, it's not showing any tracking. And I freaking scheduled it for the PM.
No, but Maddie, when she texted me that, she's like, well, I don't have a scheduled ride anymore because I scheduled it for 8:45 p.m. and not 8:45 a.m. I just like, I read the message. I was like, yeah,
no problem.
Checks out.
Yeah.
Checks out.
Yeah. Honestly, it checks out.
Yeah. I'm not surprised. No, literally. I'm not surprised literally whatsoever.
Yeah. And so then I was like, shit, like, it's a small town. So am I gonna, like, is someone gonna be driving?
Yeah.
So I was like, whatever, reschedule. I kept waiting. And so then I started to get nervous. So then I even like went on Lyft and was like, maybe I could get a Lyft. I don't know. I'm thinking small town, maybe people drive Lyfts more.
Yeah.
Who knows? And so, a while goes by and then I get a driver. So I'm like, oh, thank God. Like, we are totally good. Well, then the driver calls me and I'm like, shit, because he's going to ask me where are we headed. And I'm like, we're headed an hour south. Okay. We have to drive an hour. And so he was like, okay, that's fine. But not going to lie, like, can you just like Venmo me a little extra? Because like, I'm sorry, Uber does rip off their drivers. They really do. They keep half of the money, because my thing was, it was $102, which isn't bad. I thought it was going to be more. They were only tipping the driver $20. They were only giving the driver $20.
What do you mean? That's 20%.
But they're not getting the $100. I don't know. So I was like, you know what? Of course. Like, I would have like paid the driver, whoever was picking me up, more, just because we are going an hour away. And I don't know their Sunday plans. I don't know. What if they had to be somewhere?
Oh, he had to be somewhere.
Well, so I get in the car, okay, and like, honestly, yes, and before y'all say anything, yes, I'm reporting him, like, all of it, yeah, okay. So I get in the car and we're like getting on the interstate to like head this way. And he starts talking to me and he said, oh yeah, I was at the casino right before this, bored, and I decided to check my Uber app and your ride popped up. So I thought,
might as well.
Might as well. I'm bored at the casino. And so then I look at him and I'm like, yeah, what? And then he was like, yeah, I haven't gone to sleep since 9 a.m. yesterday.
Dumbass.
So I said verbally out loud, are you okay to drive me? Because this is an hour away.
Yeah.
And he's like, yeah, it's fine. Dude's hitting 95. almost the entire way here. I am literally praying for my life the entire drive, praying for my life. And thank God that state troopers were out all day.
Mm-hmm.
And like they were out in force because like it got him to slow down, because I was like, I am going to have a heart attack in the back of this Uber.
See, that is one thing that I actually want to like start something and like get behind it and maybe make millions one day. I don't know how you don't have to take like a driving test or some kind of verification for Uber, because I'm telling you, some of these Uber drivers I've had, like,
Horrible and scary.
no, like horrible. Absolutely horrible, you know, speeding, going down the wrong way, taking shortcut, and it's just like, dude, like I don't understand. And it's like, I feel like they don't get kicked off. Like, even when you
No.
report them, it's like, oh, we'll see how it goes, blah blah blah. Oh no, it's fine. No, but like, actually, it's kind of scary how many times I've been scared in an Uber.
Yes, or like an Uber straight up go. I've had an Uber straight up go down the wrong way on a street.
Yeah, and act like nothing's wrong. Oh, sorry.
And so I am like, I don't know. I feel like in most situations, I'm not ever like scared or like scared for my life or like, but even just the conversation he was bringing up, like some of the things he said, I was like, I'm like kind of fearing for my life right now. Like, I mean, obviously I knew he was an Uber because like I have the PIN verification on. And I mean, again, I was in like the small town. It's like not really a small town, but it is. And so like, obviously there's not just like Ubers. Like, I obviously got in the right car, but I'm just like, how? Like, how are you still, like, how are you a driver?
Yeah.
And his rating was great.
Yeah, that's what's crazy to me. And like, the thing is, I'm pretty sure on the Uber app, I don't know if it's Uber, if it's Lyft,
the speed.
the speed, it will turn red when you're going over the speed limit. And like, there's no way you're hitting 95 and Uber's not like blowing up your shit being like, hey,
Slow the
hell down. Like, that's what I don't get. I don't get. But I've also started to turn on the pen because I don't know. I wish, and it's like, I'm trying to do good by myself and everyone else by like, I have been drinking and I'm not going to get, or you hadn't at the time, but like most of the time you Uber, you're drinking. And it's like, I'm not getting behind the wheel, but I still feel like I'm putting my life at risk getting in these Ubers.
Someone else's hands. And you, I was like, okay, you've been up since 9 a.m. yesterday. Like, number one, we're driving in an hour, but it was to the point where I couldn't have been like, no, never mind, I'm going to cancel. I was already in the car.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, okay, we're driving an hour away. Like, he's going to fall asleep. Like, something's going to, and like, you're driving tired, they say, is like just as dangerous as driving under the influence. And also, I don't know what he's done since 9 a.m. to 9 a.m. this morning.
Did you mention he was at the casino?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
at
Oh,
the
that's
casino.
crazy.
So I like have no idea. I mean, obviously I got here safely, but I'm like, never again, never again, never again. And I'm like, now I'm just thinking, I'm like, now I'm gonna have to take another Uber.
No, I'm driving you to the airport.
But home.
Oh, I was like, what?
So
Yeah.
but I'm like, it kind of got me thinking, like, sometimes you never know if they've consumed anything.
Yeah.
Before you get
That's
in.
what I'm saying. And like Uber and Lyft, like they're not high up there for me anymore. Like, I have always had a good experience with Fetty, but that's more like party bus. That's not like, 4 people going. But
I'm gonna
they
call
do
Fetty for myself.
was it Alto?
Yeah, Nashville doesn't have that.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, only a few cities have Alto. I've taken one before, but it comes with the price.
Is it
Comes with the
expensive?
price. I mean, it's more expensive than like Lyft and Uber, but like it's an identified car. Like they all have their cars wrapped in like Alto, and like so it says it, the branding, like you're getting into the right car.
Yeah.
It's not like you're checking the license plate to see if this is the right car to get into. But yeah, it's more expensive, but like those drivers, like they have an Alto shirt on, like are dressed professionally, like it, you pay for what you get. So maybe I just need to start doing that because like I'm over.
Well, yeah. And then too,
Uber.
another thing is like sometimes I've run into the thing where like Well, two things. Oh my God. Now I'm going to go on an Uber hate train. Sorry. But like, honestly, it's like, this has been happening a lot.
Mm-hmm.
So one, where like in Nashville, especially if like it's late at night and obviously a lot of people are trying to get picked up from Broadway pretty much all at the same time. Drivers will just pick up like you'll call a driver, you'll call an Uber, and the Uber's coming towards you, but then the Uber will stop and ask people if they want to ride, and will pick up those people instead and leave you hanging. They won't cancel the ride, they'll just leave you hanging, or they'll just cancel it out of nowhere. But there was one time Morgan and I tried to get home for like almost 2 hours. Like we were standing outside for like at least an hour and a half. And every time I called an Uber, they were like I just kept watching the Uber get further away from us and not towards us. Or I would call one and then 5 minutes later they would cancel. Call. So then I was having to cancel. So then at that point we were like, okay, screw it. Maybe it's the area we're standing in. Like, I don't know. But we had seen so many other people get picked up. But like my driver still wasn't coming. So we went to a hotel lobby and Morgan just called an Uber Black.
Yeah.
And he was
That's what I'm saying.
the price really wasn't that bad. And like no one was picking us up. And it wasn't until that driver explained to us what was happening to us, like why no one was coming to pick us up. He was like, oh, it's because they were just picking up people off the street and having them Venmo because the drivers aren't getting paid by Uber. So I was like, okay, number one, that's so messed up. Like, at least they could have told me. Like, I wish they would have just told me, and then I wouldn't be so mad.
You're not a taxi. If you want to do that, be a taxi.
Be a taxi. And then another thing is, too, some of my, like, rides before have been in, like, the wrong car that it says on the app.
Yes. I have seen that before, that everything doesn't match. But, like, this is your pickup.
That's why I put on the PIN code, because I'm like, I'm not going to get in a car if it doesn't say it on the app that this is you. Like, I don't care. Like, I need it to be the car. So then the PIN thing has really helped. So ladies, I think the PIN is a really good move. You can put it on in your safety features, and you literally cannot start the actual ride until they enter in the PIN code that you give them.
Yep. No, I agree, because that shit's getting out of hand and I'm not liking it. I'm just going to find like a personal driver, you know?
No, exactly. If anyone wants to be a chauffeur, please. Please. But it's scary for girls.
Yeah, no, absolutely. All the freaking time. Like, it's just, I don't know. I feel like it used to be a lot better. And like, as the years go by, I feel like it's just like they get less and less, or I should say more and more lenient of like what they accept. And like, they just really don't care.
Yeah, so I'm so excited for you to take me to the airport because you are the safest driver I've ever driven with.
Thank you. Thank you. That's like a great honor. Like, there's so many people who say that, and I love when people say that. Like, that's my thing, is like, I get very weird driving, like when other people are like, I would rather drive. Like, if there's given an opportunity where it's like, I'll drive or someone else will drive, I'll be like, no, I'll drive.
You're like, please.
Yeah, and that's probably why there's so many miles on my car. So that's fine.
But you're just really such a good driver.
Okay, thank you.
You really are.
Thank you.
But how was your
my weekend?
24 hours. How was your weekend?
Yeah, it was really good. We celebrated my friend Taryn's birthday. We were supposed to go, I think it's called Rise and Dine. It's like a wine festival here in Fort Worth. But they emailed that morning that the whole event was canceled.
Are they like putting it on again? Like, are y'all going
so it's
another
like,
time?
They like host different like events like all throughout the year.
Okay,
so you
cool.
have like a voucher basically to like attend
Oh my God, fun.
another one. Yeah, so we said like we'll just have to, everyone who was, wanting to go, we would just have to go again because we all had the tickets already. But what made me upset is like I called because I mean it's been raining in Fort Worth for days. I can't even tell you how many days now. Like it's just
I'm sick and tired.
gross, gloomy, disgusting. Like I'm so over it. But I called them, I think like on Wednesday, because I mean the forecast was not looking good.
And you're such a planner, so you're like, I need to know.
Obviously, that's me. So I call and they're like, rain or shine. I'm like, okay, like perfect,
Gotcha.
whatever, like that works for me. And I was like, okay, like even if it's, a downpour, an absolute downpour.
You're like lightning, thunder.
Yeah, and they're like, the only reason we'll shut this down if like the cops come out and say it's unfit for people to be here. Like not safe. I was like, oh, okay, so like this, it really is rain or shine. And they hosted every other event
But the one you had tickets to.
but the one we had tickets to. And like I understand like the setup and everything, like that you obviously set up like hours in advance. Like I get that. But I mean, they hosted every other one but that one. And like by the time the event should have started, the rain was completely gone. Like there was no rain drops fell that day. Like,
Damn, and that's how it always goes.
no, that's how it always goes. And like that was our one and only plan for the day. And we were just like gonna go with the flow for like everything else. And I was like, oh God, like whatever. But then we went to Saddle Rock, which is like a wine and beer garden in Fort Worth that's new. Very cute. Very, very cute vibes. It's like in a old like historic house off I think Samuel Avenue. It's by like the Kelly and everything, those apartments. And I mean, parking's awful, but like that's with anything anyways. But I have a bone.
Yeah.
I have a bone to pick with this place. And this is why I get so nervous taking photos or vlogging out in public. You know, there's probably a lot of you listening who, you know, don't vlog religiously or take a camera anywhere and everywhere you go. But like I'm starting to do that, and like I want to, you know, record my day and like have everything in this. So we get our spot set up. I go to the bar, the outside bar, to get a drink. And you know, I'm just like taking videos of like the bar signs and what they say and everything. And like the lady hands me my drink and she's like, "Excuse me, ma'am." And I was like, "Oh yeah," and like, "Thanks for my drink." Thank you.
Like, I appreciate it.
Yeah. And she was just like, "I just want to let you know, like, I'm not going to tell like you to stop, but like we do have like a no video, like you have to pay if you'd like to like use a camera here, like a photography fee."
That's crazy.
And I'm like, I'm not like a wedding photographer.
Yeah, or like taking pictures of like everyone, everything, or like you're not like having like an engagement shoot there.
Literally. I'm like, "Babe, I'm trying to record a week in my life. Could you please leave me alone?" And it was just, I don't know, it just like, there are so many places, honestly, that are starting to say that now. And it's just like,
It's kind of crazy. Like I get it to a certain extent.
that's just, I get it, but I don't.
100%. If it was like the corner store where like freaking Taylor Swift, Sabrina Carpenter, like in New York, you know, if y'all don't know what I'm talking about, look it up on TikTok. The corner store, it's like this crazy new restaurant in New York that like everyone's obsessed with, that celebrities go to. Like I get if they're like trying to be like, or a Soho House where like people of like high status are there, they don't want to be on. I get that.
Yeah.
But I'm sorry, at like a place that I'm gonna have a winery, I'm gonna take pictures with my girlfriends.
Right. So yeah, they did not like that whatsoever. And like all my friends were standing there too when they said it. And like, I don't know, I just kind of got awkward. Like, what am I supposed to say? I was like,
So damn.
Like, and
Sorry.
everyone was like, "You should have asked what like the charge was." And I was like,
No, I'm not gonna pay.
"Right, I'm not gonna pay, but I am curious because I know like at like we ran into this problem when we were taking podcast photos."
My God, we did. Did we run into this problem?
Did we run into this problem? Yes, like hotels like won't let you take photos in there. Like there's bars that won't let you take photos. Like it is hard to find a place to be able to like go and take photos at without paying a charge of like $500 to $700.
No, and like I kind of get it from like a business standpoint. Like obviously, if you know you are wanting to use their setting, like you know they're gonna want to make some money out of it. But also, to a certain extent, why? Because like we're patrons. Obviously, while we're there, we're probably gonna get a drink or we're probably gonna spend some money. But also it's free marketing. Like shout out to the bar that let us take pictures at their bar.
Yeah, Side Saddle and
Yeah,
Saloon.
Side Saddle. Because they like
Nicest guy I've ever talked to.
They ate that shit
Ever.
up. They're like, "Oh my God, of course." Like just tell the bartender if y'all need anything, like they got you.
Right.
And like they repost our stuff all the time. Like
all the time. Sorry, I'm turning the air down because I'm like sweating right now. But yeah, no, that guy was so nice. And like we were calling like day before because like
We were running into like
we were
could not-
running into so many issues and we were still waiting to hear back from people
Mhm.
and like people weren't getting back to us. Like one bar said we could do it and then they're like, "Oh, that time actually doesn't work for us anymore." And I'm just like, I don't get it. Like to an extent what I do understand is like Drover. Like, you know,
Yeah.
that's a top-notch hotel.
Like people
that's
are having weddings
part
there.
of Marriott, like
Uh-huh.
makes sense. But like the $700 if I do want to take pictures in here,
No, that's
can we not do like a 250?
no $100.
Yeah.
like 150. I got you there, but
Right.
but like everything else, like that's just insane. I mean, Side Saddle, they literally like, do you want to get on the bar?
Yeah.
And we're
No,
like,
they-
I mean, is that okay? They're like, we don't care.
Yeah, do whatever.
So we were like, hell yeah, absolutely, we want to get on the bar.
Yeah. No, we had such a great experience at that bar and taking photos. But I mean, at Saddle Rock, like God, does everything have saddle in it? Are we in Fort Worth? Are we in Fort Worth?
Duh.
And it's like a newer place that's not like, which I mean, it was great. The drinks were great.
Yeah. Well, I
it-
wasn't there, but yeah.
Yeah. But like, it didn't make sense, you know, when you are a newer company and like, to my knowledge, it's like a one-off, they only have one location. It's not like a franchise. So I feel like you would want all the free marketing,
But you-
all the free posting. You would want people to be talking and posting about it.
Yeah, that really makes no sense.
No, that makes no sense. Like, especially when this was like an outdoor venue.
I think honestly, who knows? We should call them and we should ask, because sometimes I do feel like people kind of make that up, like workers, because they just don't want to deal with it. And a lot of people just like hate people that work in social media. Like people are just like so judgmental and rude sometimes. And like, okay, they could have like a policy. I think that's kind of dumb on their part. I get if you are having a film crew come in.
Right.
If you are taking your goddamn engagement photos
Right.
there, I totally get that, paying a fee. This is like she was out to brunch with her friends and like God forbid they wanted to like take a video like
Yeah.
remembering the day.
Yeah. Yeah. So I was like taken back by that because I hadn't heard it in a while. Or like maybe I think I've already learned my lesson of like where I shouldn't be doing it and like where like people really don't like it. But like it was like new place, how fun, you know, this is gonna be great.
Super cute environment. I want to catch it on camera.
Yeah, yeah. I mean I still did. So. Y'all will see it in my vlog.
She will be using the footage still.
Right, yeah. But my thing is I wanna know, I'm actually gonna call one day and I'm gonna ask for their like photography fee, charge, whatever it
Yeah,
is.
and be like, what are the regulations? Like, can I
Yeah.
take pictures on my cell phone?
Right,
Or is that not allowed either?
right. Because like I think Drover was 700, Bowie House was crazy.
Oh my god, it was like 15 to like 2,500, and we're
Yeah.
like, okay, this isn't like, no, we're not like getting married.
Yeah.
Like we're just like really want to like use like your seats.
Right.
Like we want to take
Right.
a picture on the couch,
Mhm.
maybe at your bar. That's it.
Yeah, Bowie House was thousands. So
But
I'm curious to see what theirs is.
But then it's like, okay, if you were to like take a regular picture on Instagram and they still ask if they can repost it, it's like, no, you have to pay me now.
no, literally.
Like,
Wait.
no, pay me
Yeah.
$1,500.
Yeah, that's good.
If you want to reuse my picture that I took like on a date night to this hotel, but you like have a camera fee or a photography fee, whatever the heck
Yeah.
you want to call it.
That is so good.
Well, I took it on my cell phone, which like obviously that's allowed because it's my cellular device. If you want to repost it, you have to pay me your fee.
Yeah. No, I don't understand how I can be in there with my phone taking photos and recording, but a literal Canon G7X that's smaller than my phone, I'm not allowed to use.
Yeah, no, it is kind of crazy.
Oh, I'm getting more and more mad talking about it. This is me.
Moving on. So hanging out, I finally got Kassidy to watch Summer House.
Oh my god. I was like, wait, where are we going? Okay, yes. We have literally been, I was like, Maddie, I'm sorry, like, can we please just like And like that's so not me usually.
No, it's so not
That's
you, but
so
I
not
was
me.
like, you don't even have to ask me twice
Yeah.
because I'm already there.
Yeah.
Like, I would prefer to rot than do anything else.
Right. So we have watched two episodes of Summer House season 6.
Mhm.
Yep, season 6. And I'm obsessed. And like I already obviously love Paige from Giggly Squad, but Maddie was telling me like it's just a little different and like you
Yeah.
get to know her more and like you just see like the day-to-day
Like,
stuff.
give her like a real, like her personality, because obviously
Yeah.
like talking to a podcast, like, yeah, obviously it's like your personality, but it's not like in like a natural environment. I like hate
Right.
to say it because it's like a zoo animal, but like it's not like in like the natural environment. Granted, a reality TV show isn't really a natural environment.
But it feels like it with what's going on.
Exactly.
Yeah. So I mean, it has been amazing and like I will continue to watch and like I think I'm hooked. This whole week I've been like on a TV kick. Like I've been
my God.
watching so much TV and I'm like it's kind of nice. Like I was watching so much TV, I hadn't checked my phone for hours.
Oh my God, Kassidy.
I think I'm turning like a new leaf or something.
Well, on what day was it? Was it Friday or was it Thursday? You were like, oh my God, I watched such a good movie. And I'm like, Kassidy watched a movie?
No,
Period?
literally.
Like,
Actually,
what?
let's talk about that movie, please.
Yeah, okay. I want to hear like your thoughts and take on it. I haven't watched it yet, but it's on my list to watch.
Mhm.
So I'm excited.
It's called The Life List, like Life. I feel like I can't say, like when I say the life list, I'm like, does anyone even know what I'm saying right now?
Life.
Yeah, the life
What
list.
would it be? LYFE?
No,
Life.
but it's like the lie list. Like if you don't pronounce it, like
life.
pronunciate
Life.
life. No, it was just so good.
Mhm.
And like I don't want to give away too much because I know you're gonna watch it, but it was basically
I like spoilers.
okay, perfect. So
Spoiler alert.
for the life list.
Mhm.
So it's basically a long story short, her mom has cancer and is like dying and like knows that like cancer is going to take her life. And she has siblings who all are like married, have kids, and like she's not single, but like she's not married. She's not really doing what she wants to be doing in her career. Just like almost seems like she's just settling
Mhm.
because like what else is there to do? Like I'm getting a paycheck, you know, I have a boyfriend, I have that, like it's fine. And basically the mom found her life list, the daughter's life list that she wrote when she was like 13
Oh my
that
God.
had like big like goals, but also like get a tattoo, like stuff like that.
Yeah.
So her mom passes and when like the lawyers are there for like to see who owns everything or who what's that called?
Like
Who-
when they read the will.
yeah. Inheritance.
Yeah,
That's what I was
thank
looking for.
you. I was not getting that. I was never gonna get that word.
So everyone like gets their own inheritance, whatever. She doesn't get anything.
Oh, I don't care. I'd still be pissed.
She was handed the life list and said, you have to complete this. And once you complete, you know, 111, you're given like a DVD of like,
Does she? So
Thanks.
she gets nothing. She hold on.
no,
Does
but
she
you,
get money?
you have to complete the life list and then she gets her inheritance.
Oh,
So the mom's
okay,
just like pushing her to like make some changes in life because she knows she's not truly happy. And it's just like, you know, she always wanted to do X, Y, and Z, but then just like never really got around to it. I don't know. I was like, damn, like that hit hard of being like, you only live this one life.
yeah.
Like, we're not getting any younger, to say the least. And it's like, you have these huge dreams and ambitions, and it's going to sound like so cliche of like the one thing people say. They're like, I wish I would have started earlier. I wish I would have done this
Like,
earlier.
it doesn't matter when you start as long as you start it.
Yeah, exactly. But like, my thing is I'm like, why am I sitting on my ass every single day? Like,
It's nice.
not, you know, not like pushing forward, but I'm like,
I'm kidding.
it brought up like the podcast, and I was like, oh, like, I just really want to like do anything and everything we can for the podcast.
Yeah.
Which like we're trying our damn best.
We are trying our goddamn best.
Yeah. But that movie, I recommend it to anyone and everyone. I will say grab the tissues because there's no way you don't cry.
I was going to
bawling
say.
the entire, 5 minutes in, tears were
So if you bawled that much, like, I'm going to be a damn wreck.
right. But like last week was kind of just like a bad off week for me.
Mhm. Yeah, you were,
Yeah.
you did have a bad week.
I did. And I,
Like, I
that's
hate
the
to
thing,
say that.
I can't
I
even
hate
tell
to-
you why.
You did. But
Yeah.
it just seemed like,
Yeah.
a tough one.
Yeah. And I was like, you know what? I need to sit my ass down, watch a movie, and just cry. And that's what I did.
That's my solution for everything. If I'm feeling weird, guess what? I need to sit down and watch a movie and cry my eyes out.
Cry. Yeah. It's like I don't want to cry about my own problems, but like
cry
if I'm
about
crying about the TV, who cares?
I want to cry about someone else's problems.
Exactly. Yeah. But it's so good. I definitely recommend you need to watch it like within the week, please.
Okay, I will. I will. Honestly, if I knew any passwords to anything ever, I would watch it on my flight home.
No,
but-
there's no way you'd be bawling.
Okay.
That's a bad idea.
So I still pick movies. Like, I still pick sad movies to watch on the airplane.
That's crazy.
And I sit in the corner facing the window because, like, I have to sit on a window seat or else, like, I can't do it. So I literally, we talked about this earlier, I upgrade every single flight.
That's
I will
crazy.
spend $40 to $50, sometimes $60, to upgrade every single flight so that I can at least be like one of the first few people on the plane so that I can get a window seat. And I don't like sit in the front. Like, I don't care about like being the first few rows. Like, I just want a window seat. That's all I care.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care if I'm like at the back of the plane
That's crazy.
or like if I'm like in the B loading group, whatever, boarding group,
Loading group.
loading group. I will just immediately head straight to the back of the plane. Because I don't want people sitting by me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that makes sense. But like upgrading, that's crazy.
Yeah, it kind of is. It's kind of a waste of money.
I would never
But-
pay that in my entire life.
I literally don't care. But you know, it's the little things in life, you know, that you like to.
If it makes you
like,
happy,
you like
it's all
to
that-
splurge on.
Literally all that matters.
I'm like the amount of flights that I've taken over the last few years too. The amount of money I would save if I didn't upgrade. Dumb. Okay, that's besides the point. What was I saying? Oh, I will like literally sit like facing the window watching a sad movie, and I like will have it so close up to my face, and I'm just sniffling. I'm like,
No, but that's the
The
thing. It's
entire
the sniffles. Like, and then I can't stop sniffling, and then it's like, well, these people definitely know I'm crying.
oh, 100%, but I literally do not care.
Yeah, no, fair. And that brings up that you're obviously flying back to Nashville,
Mm-hmm.
and I hope everyone can see my hat right now. It literally says Barstool Nashville. Morgan and Maddie got it for me. Maddie hand delivered it to me.
I hand delivered it. We've had it for months.
I'm probably a year, no?
No, not a year.
Oh.
I'm trying to think when we got it. We got it, I want to say either at the beginning of this year or the very end of last. Oh my God, we
so
got
only
no.
a few months.
Yeah, a few months. Yeah, because we also got Brett something. From there, we got him a
You
sweatshirt.
got everyone.
Sorry, we didn't get you a sweatshirt next time. Next time, don't worry. And no, we literally just got you and Brett stuff.
No, I love that. Literally,
That's
Maddie's
it.
like, yeah, it was Morgan's idea. I was like, yeah,
No, he saw the
give him a
hat.
kiss on the cheek for me. Thank you.
He saw the hat and he was like, "Oh my God, I have to get that for Kassidy. Like, I have to get it." And so then he was like, "Well, while I'm here, I'll just get something for Brett for Christmas." And so I was just like, "Okay." Like, I mean, yeah, I think that's a great idea. And so I've had it for months, and I shipped Kassidy some clothes a few weeks ago, and I shipped the clothes. And like 2 days later, I was looking at her hat, and I was like, "Are you kidding me? Why didn't I just ship the hat with the stupid clothes?"
Mhm.
Like, come on. Like, would have been, but I think it was better that I got to deliver.
Yeah, no, the hand delivery was amazing. And everyone on this podcast knows Barstool is my absolute favorite bar
Yeah.
in Nashville. And, you know, I think there could be some trips to Nashville soon.
I hope. Oh my God, I hope. You know, I also didn't realize that they have a bar in Scottsdale, I think.
Mhm.
I wonder what that one's like.
I don't know. I don't think I've ever been.
I wonder if, okay, so if you all have ever been to Nashville, which I mean, hopefully y'all have. If not, I highly recommend. But the bar stool in Nashville always has like TikTokers there.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like a shit ton of TikTokers.
That's the only people who were there.
Yeah.
Last time we were together.
I wonder, oh my God, that was so long ago. I wonder if like that's what it's like in Scottsdale. But I also don't really know if I know a lot of like TikTokers in Scottsdale.
Yeah, I mean that's not like my FYP as people living in Scottsdale. I just feel like Nashville is so much more like an influencer
It really is.
city.
Oh my God, that Adrian person.
Yeah, Adrian Nunez.
I didn't realize like he has like a song out.
Yeah, he has multiple songs.
I had no idea.
And he's like touring now. And he's dating Tiana.
Yeah.
Do you remember her?
Yeah.
What happened?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, they're out on Broadway literally all the time.
all the time.
All the time.
Which I haven't been to Barstool in like a while, like super late. So, I mean, I haven't seen anyone, but like that's like the place to go, which is kind of crazy because I feel like it used to be Tin Roof. You've never been to Tin Roof.
Mm-mm.
Tin Roof is kind of crazy. It's kind of wild. There's a Tin Roof on Broadway, but there's also one in Midtown. And the one in Midtown is the one that everyone goes to.
No, but it's like crazy. Like when we went for your birthday, when everyone was there for your birthday and we were at Barstool, like late at night, like very end of the night, there was like a whole last like camera crew in there.
Oh my God, yeah. And I want to know what they were filming for.
Because it was with Taylor, no? Wasn't Taylor Holder there too?
Yeah, he was there.
I think it was for something related to Taylor Holder, maybe like a music video. He sings too.
I don't know, but it is so funny because you see his truck parked out there like all the time.
Really?
Yeah, all the time. Like that's
Do you
how
know
you know that they're there.
Have you seen his girlfriend, Zoe?
In person?
No. Just like on TikTok.
I think so.
She's literally the cutest thing ever.
I don't follow him.
Like, I'm obsessed. Yeah, I do.
But yeah, no, honestly, wow. But like no one likes to go to Barstool. I think you are like the only person I know that like likes to go to Barstool.
That's
I
just
like
crazy.
To go to Barstool.
I love to go to Barstool.
I think it's so much fun, especially when you get at night, but then you have to like work your way into the VIP section.
Yeah.
But I have gotten pricing on how much it is to have a table, and it's really not that bad.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, it would be, if you have like a large group of like
split?
10, it would be like maybe 200 a person.
Oh my God.
Which like, okay, but that's granted, like that's getting a table with bottle service.
Yeah. And like, I spend that probably in a night. Like in Nashville? 100%.
My God, 100%. Because the other day, me and Anna went out and about the town to just gallivant around, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And we like started the day with crawfish, which is like, that's starting the day extremely expensive. Okay?
Right.
That is. And then we went to go meet our friends at Yeehaw, which like I feel like you would really enjoy Yeehaw. And so like Yeehaw is like, it's like a brewery and then it's also like Old Smoky. So they only serve beer or moonshine or like cocktails made with moonshine, which those are actually delicious. Oh my God.
Yeah,
they're
but
like,
one thing's going to put you on your ass.
literally the most dangerous thing on the entire planet. And so we like spent the day there pretty much. And I had one beer and 2 drinks. Okay. And then from there we walked from there to Printer's Alley, which I don't think you've ever been either.
Ooh, like I'm missing out on everything.
I know.
Like,
Printer's Alley is really fun. It's fun, I feel like, for a little bit, but it's like, it's literally an alleyway with like a bunch of bars. It's the only way I know how to describe it. And then we ended up going from there to this place called Bottle Cap. Bro, the amount of money me and Anna spent in one day, I think combined we spent like almost $500. We ended up getting a Fetty from one bar to the next. It was like stupid.
Ooh, I don't doubt it.
Stupid how much money we spent.
I don't doubt it. Literally, when I was going home last night, I was Ubering home, and my Uber was like $45. And I was like, that's crazy.
See, in Nashville, my Ubers, that's why I was like, the $100 is like nothing because to get home, I mean, granted, I live like in the suburbs of the suburbs, like a night out, you're like, my Uber from the airport to home, I bet you is going to be like $70-something.
Oh my God.
No, I know, it's kind of crazy.
No, that's insane. Like,
No, I know. Everything is
just
so...
to get a ride.
No, to be safe.
Literally.
Like, to be safe, for me not to get a DUI. Well, actually, no. I'm driving from the airport, so, like, there's no chance of a T, you know what I mean? But I didn't drive to the airport.
Right. Yeah, no, I mean, it's insane what I can spend in a weekend.
No, it really is
Like,
kind of crazy. Like,
what I spent this past weekend, don't even ask me.
even, like, when you don't want to. Like...
No, it is always the time where I'm like, oh, like, my bank account's looking good.
Like, let's spend.
Yeah, like, it's looking good. Like, I'm gonna have like some leftover money that's like
No.
not all allocated and budgeted away. I can get my nails done, go shopping, do whatever. And then like I wake up on a Sunday and I'm like, where the hell is my money?
You're like, oh my God. But I feel like sometimes in the moment, like you don't really understand. But it's also like, okay, I get it. And like what's been popping up on my For You page is like, it causes like way more stress on your body, stressing so much about money and saving money. And like you only live one life.
Yeah.
So it's like, okay, you're saving all of this money. Okay. And then, yeah, sure, you could buy a house. Yeah. Okay, you buy a house, but you're still saving. You have kids, still saving.
Mm-hmm.
And then you save until you die. And then it's like,
instead
what is
someone else's money?
Then it literally gets passed on to someone else, which like I get. Obviously, you want like your family to be set up and like have an inheritance. And I get that. But also it's like you spent your entire life so stressed
Yeah.
about saving money and like budgeting, and that like added more stress onto your life that you didn't really need.
Absolutely. Day in and day out. I mean,
If like all you do is like think about saving money and like spending money and just like how expensive things, like you're gonna be depressed.
yeah.
Actually, thank you for asking, because I am.
Yes. Was that a question for me? Yes, no, maybe so. Yeah. No, that sounds about right. But, at least it was a fun weekend. Money well spent. Not mad about it. Money well spent.
Mine,
I maybe have $50 for like groceries and
that's fine.
won't give me much, but
Just eat ramen,
yeah.
like rice.
Yeah, I can't eat like that though, Maddie. I will blow up. Like,
Okay, not just that.
no, but I'm saying like if I don't eat healthy, like I gain weight.
Me too. Okay,
Really, I just don't. I think you've been this same size for years on end. I think I like literally talk on a
No.
podcast and breathe in air and I gain 10
shut up. No, not at all true. But no, this past week I've eaten like absolute dog shit.
Yeah, and we went to In-N-Out for lunch.
It was so good.
It was so good, but like
10 times would do again.
absolutely, but like I'm already hungry again. Like, and I haven't even finished my drink. Like, and I'm already hungry. Like, what the hell?
I've already been thinking about what I'm getting at the airport. That's my favorite part of travel. It's just going to get the snacks.
Literally, I'm like, what sweet treat am I gonna get tonight?
No, I'm like, oh, I've already drank my soda for today, but I'm like, I'm going to the airport. Should I get another one?
It's a Sunday, just do it.
And like, it's not a sugar-free soda. Like, I didn't get a Coke Zero. I got a full-on cherry Coke with
I'm
the
so
artificial flavoring and everything.
I've been craving soda so bad, like so bad.
And you didn't get one. You got a tea.
I know because I gave soda up for Lent.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah,
I didn't give anything up.
that's okay.
I'm also not Catholic, but
Yeah, my parents gave up alcohol. I said
see, that's so smart.
no. They tried to get me to do it, and I said I'm not going to set myself up for failure.
I normally I do give something up, but honestly, this year it just came so fast. But next weekend's Easter, right? Or am I like jumping way ahead?
No, 2 more weeks.
2 more weeks. Thank you. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's after
We have
crawfish
this-
boil.
Yeah, we have this weekend to get through, and then the next weekend.
Yeah,
God, you scared me for a second.
me too. I scared
And
myself.
I was like, no way, no way.
I scared myself. This year for Easter I am gonna be purple and blue because I'm getting my lips done.
Oh, I was like,
Getting my lips
yeah, what
done.
are you
again.
doing for Easter?
Nothing. I never really do anything.
I guess it's so true. Easter's like a one day.
Well,
you know.
Well, my Easter's always been so messed up because I went to school out of state. And so normally I would go home for Easter weekend, but on Easter I would always be driving back.
Home or back to school. Yeah.
Yeah. So I got in the habit of like, I celebrate Easter like over the weekend, but it's like really now as an adult, normally it's just like getting together with friends.
Yeah.
But I don't think any of my friends are going to be like available. So I think I might just do like, no, I'm going to be busy. I'm going to a crawfish boil
Oh, fun.
the day before Easter.
Yeah.
So then the next day I'll probably just be hanging out. Maybe I'll do like a pot roast. Or maybe I'll like cook something for dinner.
Just throw something in the crock pot.
Exactly.
Let it simmer all day, and then
Yeah.
you'll be fine to go.
But I just like to hang out. I mean, which is terrible. I don't really. But you go to the beach every year. Are y'all going this year?
Yeah, we are. Mm-hmm.
Oh, fun.
Thursday through Sunday. Yeah, I'm excited. I can't wait. I just hope it's good weather. Like, Easter weather, you just never know. It could be hot, it could be cold, it could be rainy, it could be sun. Like, you just never know. So I'm really hoping it's good weather, but I'm excited. I need some salt water, even though it's
jealous.
like
You're gonna have so much fun.
this is like brown water, but like
It's
at
still
this
the same thing.
no, exactly. At this point, totally fine. But yeah, I'm excited about that. I just kind of always forget like how long the drive is.
How long is the drive from here? Oh my God, from here? Oh my God, it's like a crazy drive from Austin.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, it's not like Nashville is like a 10-hour drive, but that's like to a different state. Like, that's fun.
No, that's like across states, yeah.
No, me driving down to the
Just through
coast
Texas.
is like 7.5 hours.
Damn, that's like my drive from like Austin to Baton Rouge.
Isn't that crazy? Like, I always forget how far I am from the coast. Like,
Damn, do you get off like on Friday?
I
you
think we have
taking off?
Friday off, I think, but I took off Thursday, Friday.
Oh, good.
So I'll leave Thursday morning with me and Dally Girl,
Oh my God.
and we'll drive to the coast. Yeah, I can't wait.
Oh my God, that's
My
gonna be
body
so.
could wait because, like,
Did you get any bathing suit? I know we talked about this like last weekend
nope,
or last episode.
no, not yet.
We have time.
Yeah, it'll be fine. And it's like
Target.
family, you know?
Very true.
It's like I don't really care what swimsuit
Yeah,
I'm wearing.
you don't need to be
you know?
thirst trapping on
Yeah.
on the family vacation.
No, yeah. That's more like 4th. I have till 4th of July. I need some cute bathing
What are you
suits
doing for the 4th?
Me and my friends, last year we rented out a lake house.
Yeah.
We're doing it again this
Oh my God, that's gonna be so much fun.
yeah. So we're going to Lake Dunlap, which is right by Canyon Lake in New
Okay.
Braunfels.
Oh my God.
Yeah. And then we'll go out in New Braunfels, head to town. I think it'll be fun.
We might be close.
Oh my God, yeah, Austin.
I think.
Y'all should like come float or something. I guess y'all probably just stay in Austin for the whole weekend.
Maybe. Who knows? Who knows where the wind will blow us?
Who knows? Maybe we can all meet up.
Yeah. Crazy. I don't what time are we at?
I think we're at almost an hour
Where does it say?
at the top.
Oh my God, we are at almost an hour. Shoot, I did have something that I wanted to say and I totally forgot. I don't remember. What I can talk about, my birthday's like in a month.
Yeah. What are we doing?
Nothing.
Oh yeah. You're
y'all-
literally booked.
This is the first year I'm like not doing something like crazy for my birthday.
Oh my God. No.
I know. So
No.
So I'm going to be in Baton Rouge the very beginning of May for Fort Cancer. Shout out Lily. She's put a lot of work into it. So I'm flying to BR for that. And then I'll be in Baton Rouge pretty much that whole weekend from like Thursday to Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
And so I guess like we'll probably do something like I'll just celebrate with the Louisiana girls. Well, some of them, because Holland's going to go visit Olivia in Austin. And then I don't think Kaylee can make it. So it's really just going to be like me, Emily, and Jana.
Mm-hmm.
And we're just going to
That'll still be fun though.
tear some shit up and get all BR. And then my birthday's on a Wednesday.
Oh no. I don't even know what date what day. Yeah, I know the date of my birthday. Damn.
No, mine's on a goddamn Wednesday.
That's horrific.
No, I'm pissed.
You better not have a work event.
I was supposed
Blacked out.
to.
Blackout day. I can't.
No, I was literally supposed to. So I like canceled that. I was like, at personal reasons,
Yeah.
cannot.
Nope, can't do that.
So I think I'm just going to do like a birthday dinner on a Wednesday with like my friends in Tennessee.
Mm-hmm.
And then that next weekend, my parents come in town.
Fun. Well, who knows? I could be in town pretty soon. Soon.
Yeah.
Maybe later.
Hell
Few months,
yeah.
who knows? See how it
So,
goes.
I think that's about it. I'm trying to think. I like did have something to say, but I totally forgot.
I know. And the second we end this recording, you're gonna be like, I remember.
But I really only have a little bit more time till I'm here, and I really want to watch
One more episode of Summer House.
or like half of an episode. Oh my god, my flight just got delayed.
To win.
7:57. Wait, no, 7:27 is when I board. Oh my god, live time action, guys. Yeah, so I got. Wait, that's so weird.
No, because they got like
was,
pushed
it was
up.
7:25, and then it went to 7:19. Now it's 7:27.
What is
Okay, so it's
happening?
literally the same time.
Yeah, and it's the same thing.
But I want to get some more Summer House in before I have to go.
Okay, it was nice talking to y'all. I hope y'all enjoyed me and Maddie being together in person.
Our little rot sesh.
No, literally. And I'm so excited to get back to Summer House. It's literally on the TV right now. So
Yeah. Bye.
see y'all later. Bye,
Love you.
guys.